Kia ora everyone, Sarah Creates here with this month's updates on my Angelica Schuyler cosplay. So heaps of updates this month because I've made a lot of progress. I finished the first of my outer garments, which is the champagne colour skirt. Making this was really fun because it's really just a collection of rectangles and all pleated together, and I put so much fabric in this so it could have maximum like twirl factor. I was really nervous about getting all the tiny little pleats right in uniform because there's so many of them, so if they're different sizes it's going to look like a mess. But I remember this video that I'd seen ages ago of somebody using a fork to make pleats, so I tried that out and it worked so well, and now I want to put tiny little pleats in everything I make because I'm like obsessed with how they look. Alrighty, so I'm going to go put everything on and show you what I've got so far. Okay, so here is everything so far. I'm actually still yet to put some hooks and eyes on the sides here because I just haven't gotten to that yet. It's just pinned in place here at the moment. But here we are. A lovely twirly skirt. I really love the shape of this. The silhouette is just, it's turned out like exactly how I wanted it to. And I kind of thank the synthetic horsehair braid that's in the hem of this for that shape, because it just like curves out and softens the edges of everything, and it also just helps it stand out a little bit, so it's this lovely A-line shape because of that horsehair braid and the hip pad, of course. So one of the other things I've been doing this month is drafting my bodice pattern, which is really exciting because it's one of the things that I've been really looking forward to in this project. And also I don't know how much I love the gold stays with the kind of pink toned champagne. It just doesn't quite look right to me, so covering it up with the bodice pattern is like kind of saving the day for me at the moment. I love how the gold looks with the white and the cream stuff under in the undergarments, but with the outer garments and the skirt it just doesn't quite look right to me, even though I did choose the gold kind of intentionally to be able to like match still. I don't think it looks how I wanted it to, but that's okay because you won't actually see it. Okay, so I'm going to put on my bodice toile. It's not finished yet by any means, it's still got a lot of fitting to do. It's just a work in progress at the moment, so bear with, but I'm just going to put that on. Okay, so here is the bodice pattern so far. As you can see, it is still in need of quite a lot of fitting. There's quite a lot of changes to be made, like at the moment it closes in the front so I can easily get it on and off, but it's actually meant to close down the back, and I need to fit the sleeves a little bit better as well, and the arms eye here. It's just not sitting quite right at the moment and the flexibility is a little bit funny. The seam arrangement at the back, I would really like to take the seams inwards more. Like I started with a base pattern of this simplicity pattern here, this one. So that's the base pattern of it, but I would really like to change the angles of the seams on the back. You can kind of see that they go quite straight down, whereas I'd like to bring them in at the bottom a lot more to like a kind of triangle shape, which is what I can see on the back of the Broadway Angelica dresses, which, yeah, I would really like to change that just to get that effect. But otherwise I'm really happy with the shape so far. I've been focusing on fitting around the torso a lot more at the moment, so I'm quite proud of how that's looking currently. But the next step is the sleeves and shaping the neckline a little bit. As you can see, you can kind of see my chemise underneath so far, and the shoulders as well I need to fix a little bit. Yes, there's a bit of work to do on this just yet. I also need to shorten the sleeves. I'm just about to roll this up. Yeah, but there's a little bit of work to do on the bodice, but it's a start. It's a start that I'm quite happy with, and it's a start I can see myself doing a lot of stuff with, so I'm really happy. So yeah, I can see myself putting some darts in the elbows here just to fit around, because when you're wearing this kind of dress, you end up with your arms like your elbows on the hips quite a lot like this. Like it's just the more natural way to stand rather than like that. So the creasing that happens in here, I'd really like to avoid that, and so I might put some darts in there to avoid it. But I'm really happy so far. It's a good start. I'm happy with a good start. So the next steps of this will be finishing up the fitting more around the shoulders and the arms, and then drawing out the seam arrangement because it's completely different to this seam arrangement, but once I've got the shape I can start doing that, which is really exciting. So yeah, that is all for this month. As I say, my next steps are going to be finishing drafting the bodice and then sewing up the bodice in the actual fabric, along with the little overskirt with the bronze fabric. And then after that I will be making my pocket, which is really exciting. I've got these slits in the skirt here to be able to put an internal pocket in, which is great. I have a rule for myself that all my cosplayers have to have a pocket in them somewhere. They all do, somewhere. You just might not know where to find them. I sneak them in there. Alright, that is everything so far, so ka kite.